What's up, you guys? Thanks for watching this episode. Um, Before I begin, I want to tell you guys about a a new platform that the Prince of Records is on. I have officially created a Facebook page, the Prince of Records. I'll put a link in the description box for you guys to. I'm also on Twitter if you guys want to do that. You don't have to. I'm just telling you guys about it. But yeah, so today I've realized that. Let's see how I should word this. Um, that people are just so stressed, me included. I'm in college right now, and let's see if there's any more. Sorry about that. Drinking some purple. Sorry about that. Um, yeah, and uh, I found out that we are really stressed. I don't know whether it's because we're stressful creatures or what. Um, and since I'm in college, I've realized that you just gotta let it go. And when I went to the record store today, sorry, I found this really cool jazz album that I actually got. That actually soothed. So I don't know what made it do that. I really like jazz. I like smooth jazz and regular jazz. I don't really have a specific favorite yet, but I have realized that we just need to be like jazz and just let it go. Jazz is a genre of music that you could feel like here, it moves through the air. Like here, when you feel the wind, you feel the strings of the of that. You feel the beat of it. If you feel everything about it, and when you don't, and when you just relax, you can let it all go. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I had a huge midterm paper that I wasn't gonna that I was stressing because I was not procrastinating, but here's where I wanted to be. Here's where I needed to be, and that's where I was. And so I'm stressing about it. I'm really stressing. I just couldn't handle it anymore, so I just took a break. I just took a break. I've been working on this paper for about 2 weeks straight, and I just wanted to let it go, not think about it for a little bit. I'll come back to it later on, but I'm not gonna let it. I'm not gonna think about it. So I went to the gym. I went to the record store. I did something that would relax me, and boy, did I get relaxed because then I hear that record I found earlier. I played it. I didn't care what the price was. It was a good priced album, for me anyway. Uh, and I got in the mood where I needed to do that, needed to finish the paper. My paper was on, what was it on? It was on the business cycle in the last 30 years of the U.S. economy. I'm going to college for business, and I am just thinking that this is brilliant because when I was all stressed, you're so stressed you want to pull out your hair, and you can't think straight when you're stressed because everything's all crunched. It's like this bottle. When you're stressed, everything's all that. But when you relax, it's like this, like that. So I've also realized that out of all the vinyl records that I have, I wouldn't say I have a lot, but I have a good amount. I believe I have over 250. I lost count after that. Um, I don't have a lot of jazz albums. So I went online. I typed in some jazz artists that would be good, Like, I don't want to have like, oh, this artist sucks and jazz it like that. I don't know about jazz that much, but it is really relaxing. So this week, I would claim that this whole week I learned you just gotta be smooth like jazz. You just gotta be calm and cool like jazz. And I know that sounds really cliche, but if you think about it, you know how you think when you're relaxed. There's no pressure. You just let everything go, and then all of a sudden, you could think clearly. You could think openly and everything. And when you're thinking stressful, and you're in a stressful situation, like your business is failing, your family is going through a crisis right now. You think on the moment. I've had that problem. I've thought on the moment. Turns out it wasn't the best moment to have that idea, and one thing led to another, and a bad thing happened. But I want to share with you guys my experiences doing this because, like here, as you guys know, this is my show where I tell about things that bug me or I've seen things that throughout the week, and I feel that you guys, you people, the viewers that watch this, are hopefully not as stressful as I am since I am in college. And if you are, that's fine. Put on some jazz music, put on some pop music, whatever music you like. I really just jazz. And even if you're in the vinyl community, put on some jazz. You know how good jazz sounds on a record on vinyl. And if you're not in the vinyl community, just go on to YouTube. Go on to YouTube, type into the search engine after this video, and type in jazz music. John Coltrane, I believe, is a very great jazz artist. I don't know if you would say jazz artist or jazz musician. Yeah, if you don't want it, that's fine as well. I don't really know why people don't like jazz music that much. It's relaxing. It's not like, oh my god, not again. Because I met this person at school. Oh, and he was the worst. He had the worst attitude. Oh my, I didn't finish high school because the teachers were mean to me. I didn't do that because okay, and he kept saying these excuses and excuses and excuses and excuses. I go, so let me get this straight. I'm thinking this. I didn't because I'm not a dick, and I'm not a dick in real life. I try to be nice as much as possible. So I'm thinking. So let me get this straight. You dropped out of high school because you didn't like the homework and you didn't like the teachers. The school wasn't that nice to you. And now you're coming to college after you got your GED and thinking that it's going to be a lot better. They're going to so love you in there because you are the weakest person ever. And I'm not saying weak, like physical. I'm weak up here. And I didn't know where he was coming from, so don't get me on that. But we all have shit that we have to deal through. We're all dealt, every day we're dealt a hand of cards. Some, you could either trade all those in, or you could keep them. Use what you want and out of your deck of cards that you get for the day. Because life is like a hand of poker. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes you go bankrupt, sometimes you hit the jackpot. And I also feel this, that if you find, like you have a limited amount of chances. Everybody has a different number. And yeah, like in the Bugs Bunny cartoon where he kept drawing the line on the ground. He goes, this one, and this one, that one. And because we all have that. Sooner or later, we're going to come past that line, and it's going to be too late. And I believe that guy actually did not he went past that line. Because personally, I feel like a high school diploma is better than a GED. Or I don't know if it's a certificate or diploma. I'm not really sure. I don't know that much about it. But here's the thing as well. He was in his senior year of high school when he dropped out. Why the hell would you drop out in your senior year? Why the fuck would you drop out? I could maybe probably not understand if dropping out junior year if your grades were low. Senior year, you never drop out, you idiot. Now I'm not saying dropping out is bad. If you dropped out, I'm not saying anything bad about you. I'm talking about this one specific person. Now, and he was also talking bad about other shit too, and I just want to knock his fucking block off. And I just throw it. So yeah, I don't even know anything else about this guy other than he was, the type of person. Oh god, this is just so hard. I don't want to deal with it. Everything's so hard for me. The pity me people, the people that look for, like last week, the whores for attention. And I'm just out. I'm not outraged. I'm just surprised that people actually do this for this reason. I just can't believe it. And my hair looks really bad. I just realized that. Usually I have it. You've seen the videos. I have it all nice and crazy, and all that. But now look at that. I did get a haircut. Do you like it? Yes, I know I have a bald spot right here. It's actually a birthmark. I haven't been able to grow hair there. I don't know why. I call it that's where the angel kissed me. So yeah, I'm actually wearing a Peace shirt, and I believe that's if you could read it properly, it says John Lennon Peace. I know me, Mr. Mayo, if you're watching this, you would really like this shirt. I don't know if they have. I don't know where this person got it from. I got it as from a friend who actually went on a trip, and they brought this for me because they know I like vinyl records, and John Lennon. Everybody knows John Lennon. But like here, once again, back after we've made that little detour, that you just need to relax. Another example for me is when my brother, the Down syndrome brother, he had really bad hips. I don't know what happened because I was about 16 or something at the time, when he had this, and he didn't have just one bad hip. He had both hips totally bad. It was hurting him, and when he had surgery, I was not in the right state of mind to take care of him. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. I don't want to do it. I'm not going to do that. Well, I had to. It's not that I didn't want to do it. It's just that it was going to mess up my schedule. I'm the type of person that always has to do this at this time, this at that time. I'm not to that extent, but I like a routine. Just like how I make these videos. Either on a Thursday or a Wednesday or a Friday or whatever. So yeah. And when I was getting really stressed out because it's messing up with my routine, I'm a little bit of a, I don't know if you would call it OCD or, I call it the Danny Tanner syndrome because, he was all like that, But I felt like, oh my God, you're asking me to mess up my schedule for you? That ain't gonna work. Well, I decided to later. Sorry, scratch that. I was basically decided for me that I was going to help. No problem helping. But then, since he had his hip surgery, he couldn't get out of bed. He needed a walker. And this is about 1:30. No, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. I hear this. I swear to God, I hear this. It's help over and over again. And I'm sleeping, and I don't know if it's in real life or if it's in my dream. I don't know. So then I wake up, and then I hear it again. And I go, "Oh God, please tell me that it's not real." And I go, "What?" And he goes, "I gotta go to the bathroom." So I got up and I helped him up. He's propped up on the bed now, and I grab his walker, and he already went pee in my bed. He was sleeping in my bed. Was I angry? No, because he had a good he had hip surgery, and you know when you have surgery, especially if you for the people that have like leg surgery or something, your system isn't as controlled as it normally is, and so I helped him to the bathroom, and his walker couldn't go over the rug, so I had to go in there already, and when I bend down and I pick up the rugs, I hear a noise that I didn't want to hear. And you could probably guess the noise that I'm hearing. It is water dripping very fast onto the floor. And it wasn't drinking water. It was a certain kind of water, body water. And right then and there, I was stressed. I've never handled this before. My mother, who I was living with at the time, was at work, and so I quickly call her up and I tell her that that you need to come home now. This is not happening. I can't handle this. I don't know what to do. So I couldn't. I was very stressed out, as you could believe, because I was put into a situation that I didn't want to be from in the beginning to now. That was stressful even from the very get-go. But then added on to this, I was uber stressed. But this was at 2:30 now in the morning, 2:30, 2:45. I had school that morning and work after school, so I was going to be dead there. And so I put him in the bed that I was sleeping in. I slept on the couch. This couch, actually. It's not a very comfortable couch to sleep in. You would think they would make couches that were comfortable. If you're out there and you own a couch manufacturing company, make one that actually is comfortable. I swear you could have a $100,000 couch and people would still buy it. I would buy it. Especially all you married men out there that you have to sleep on the couch every now and then. Comes in handy. But yeah. So what did I do to relax? I just let everything go. I just didn't want to handle it anymore. I let it go. Like, like the Forrest Gump movie? Tom Hanks in it. Life is like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get till you take a bite. That was sort of like that experience. I felt that I thought, hey, it's gonna be easy taking care of somebody. He's gonna be sleeping. No, he's not gonna wake up. I got the easy job. Well, I took a bite of the chocolate, and it was the toothpaste flavor one. It was more like you go to the new dentist and they do the mold for your teeth. What flavor do you want? We got mint, or we got bubble gum, which are code words for taste like shit and taste like motherfucking shit. Another business happened. If you're in a shitty manufacturing mold teeth company, make one that actually tastes decent. Those have been around for years, and yet they still taste like shit. Even the toothpaste they use tastes like shit. Why? But yeah, I don't know why. I just really don't know. But like I said earlier in the video, you gotta be smooth like jazz. Gotta be as cool as jazz. Even though I still think that's very cliche, I believe in it because we all have stress. You could either be like that dumbass that dropped out of high school senior year because it was too hard. The teachers weren't nice to me. There was homework. There was you could either be like that, or you could be like the rest of us and deal with it. Put on our boots, high boots, and walk through the crap and shit and mud. That guy obviously didn't. What would you? I, for one, would walk through the mud and shit and crap. There are two different ways you could look at it. The easy way, which is giving up. And then you know that you could have done 100 million times better as a result choice after that. Because once you give up on something, you can't go back. You could maybe try again, but you know you could have done it then. Or you could be the type of person that goes through the pain, doesn't want to give up. I'm going to write something down here, and it's going to be something that I think is sort of interesting, because I saw this on TV a couple days ago. I'm not a drawer, by the way. Oh, I'm also in an art appreciation class. I really like that class. The fuck does that look like? Screw it. I can't draw to save my life. But you get the idea, right? You could either give up, or you could keep moving forward. Keep thinking. What is it that you wanted to do? Did you want to give up? When you were, if you went to college, if you didn't go to college, that's fine. Not everybody needs to go to college. I personally believe that you should go to college, but that's totally different. That's my opinion. I 100% believe with every ounce of my human being that you need to at least get a high school diploma. Not a GED. If you have one, that's good. I'm not saying anything bad about you. You just need to at least get a high school diploma. And now they made it. Now they say, oh, well, it's harder to get GED, and now then a high school diploma. You want to know why it's harder? Because number one, you didn't want to do the work in the first place when you were in high school. What makes you think it's going to be easier the second time around? It's like the SATs. I understand that they're like important, but people stress over that a little bit too much, don't you think? Because you're a B+ student, and you get my state's average is 15 to I believe 20. I don't know. I don't really know the range of the SAT, ACT. Sorry. And this girl, she got like a 19. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I personally think that's great, considering that I think that the average is 20 in our state, in my state that I'm in right now. So, and you're a B plus, maybe you just had a bad test day. I think that your grades in high school should count for 51% of your if colleges take you. The SAT needs to be for, or the ACT, the SAT, the whatever the fuck you take needs to count for no more than 49%, if not 50. Because what if you are a bad test taker on that day? Oh, sure, you could take it over again, but what if you do worse? I strongly believe that high school or your general education, you need to finish. You started it, you need to finish. Not like the guy that did, oh, it's too hard, I'm going to give up. The teachers weren't nice to me. This, that. It doesn't matter. What do you think? If your child came to you and said, "I want," if you're a young adult or if you're a grown person with children, and if your child came up to you and said that I want to quit high school, I want to get my GED after I'm a dropout because the teachers are not nice to me. And I'm not talking about the nice where they pick on you. I'm talking he actually meant where they ignored him in class. And I asked him, "Did you raise your hand?" No. What the fuck high school did you go to? Or elementary school or middle school? You always raise your hand to get attention. Or maybe that's when I went to school. But like here, because if your child came up to you and said that, "Oh, I want to drop out of high school because the teachers are nice to me, the homework's too hard, it's just no fun," would you allow them to do that? I want to hear what you say. I personally believe, no, you work your sorry ass off till you graduate. I don't care how long it takes. You got to do it. Thanks for watching this video, guys. Like I said before, you could like my Facebook page or follow me on Twitter. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. Bye.